Alrighty YouTube, another one of Kip's Clips. So, bit of an update of what's happening in Ukraine, Crimea, I believe it's pronounced. Just seen an update there that the Ukrainian authorities stroke police stroke army have now apparently, according to the foreign minister, the new self-appointed foreign minister, that they're back in control of the two airports. The last word I had was the armed men are now taking up roadblocks near the airports. So they're no longer patrolling in the airports, in and around the airports. They're back in control of the Ukrainian authorities. That was the Western media saying that, so it's very ambiguous. The Ukrainian authorities, who's there, what they're doing, who's in control, who knows. Is it just those armed men have left and took up roadblocks in and around the airports? So they're saying the Ukrainian authorities are back in control, when in reality it just means the armed Russian troops, let's not beat around the bushes, Russian troops have left. Also, Yanukovych in Russia, for his own protection against the extremists, he's saying, read between the lines, it's probably the pro-Western forces that would have wanted him killed. But I also know directly that the people want him killed as well. The people that are very much pro-EU want him killed. My girlfriend's family are Ukrainian, and she told me they want him killed. But they're they're coming from the pro-EU stance, but they're very much normal people. So that's going to be a very common thread. They do want him killed. So let's get to the it's dead weird. The news right now, the mainstay, kinda focusing on Nigel Farage, which is a bit strange, but they must be saying some interesting stuff. I'll catch up with that. I'm keeping an eye on Crimea, and this is getting framed as Ukraine, Russian invading Ukraine. It's a autonomous area of Ukraine. It was given to Ukraine in '54 or something, or declared independence or whatever. It was Russian up until '54, I believe. And the Black Fleet that is there, and there's the militiamen. So let's see what RT's latest is. Let's get a wee refresh, see what they're saying to it. So that's going to be on live. That will be interesting. So go over to RT and get that. If I remember, I'll leave links. But there's all the details you need up there anyway. That can't be recent. Crimean airports occupied. It's not like the BBC to. Ukraine crisis. Crimean airports occupied. Armed blockade airports. And if you look here, that's the militiamen. That's Russian troops. It isn't Ukrainian. The so-called self-proclaimed illegitimate, I would say, if you're like, if these people want to try and prosecute you with the legalese terms and stuff, I know they want to dip into it and know that when they can and stuff. But technically speaking, constitutionally speaking, that Yanukovych cannot be impeached without being there. Go and check out the Caspian report. That guy breaks it down very well. It's brilliant. That's pro-Russian flags that are getting put up next to the blockade as well. Live now, actually. I didn't realise it was... No, that isn't live. Or is it? No, because I've seen that before. That's B-roll. Well, maybe... I recorded earlier, sorry. Missed that wee bit there. But... that is troops. Let's hear what you say.
A bizarre situation there, because the Parliament is still in session and yet these armed men are inside, and also there has been a takeover of the Simferopol airport as well. So if it is a Russian presence, it's a sort of sense of saber-rattling. No one's really saying who they are. As I say, the difficulty here is that there's no insignia on the uniforms of these men, there's no insignia on the vehicles. But looking at the Facebook page of the Interior Minister today, he's under no illusions who they are. He says they're working for the Russian Federation, and in his words, this is a military takeover.
Well, there you have it. The pro-Western talk holes are saying it's a military invasion. And see, they even do kind of like 54 came part of Ukraine in 54. So that's the BBC trying to explain the whole thing in 60 seconds. I'll leave a link for all this down below, but the latest is apparently Sky News breaking a wee second ago. It wasn't even on their website, it was on their TV channel. Let's have a wee check and see whether it came across their website yet. Breaking news, Oscar Pistorius pictured with a gun. Whoo! Priorities! Russia deny blocking airport in Crimea, and there's... well, who knows, maybe it's just militiamen like RT is saying. Where's RT with our militiamen? I think I've lost that one. But anyway, leave a link for all this down below. You've got all the addresses up there anyway, so you can go and find them all. But last I've heard, airports have been retaken back, but the men still remain blockading the airport. And so if you're going to invade a country, you lock down the airport, controlling what comes in and what comes out. If you don't, and then you start controlling the borders, don't you? Alrighty, YouTube, thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, all the links below. Check out the radio show, 6 to 8 PM every Sunday UK time, Glasgow Underground News Network. You'll get me and the rest of the guys there. On truthfrequencyradio.com. Make sure you get along there and check out all the shows there. And leave me all your comments below, good, bad, ugly and indifferent, they're all welcome. Alrighty, YouTube, catches.